Welcome to Two Girls, Big Cups podcast, where we sip and spill on all things tumblers and so much more. Grab your big cup, join us for Tumbler Talk, pop culture chats, and those juicy conversations you've been itching to have. Cheers. Welcome back to Two Girls, Big Cups. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We have a great show planned for you with all sorts of fun stuff. I am Christina, the Cupsmith, and with me is Kelly Burns from Burns Boutique. How are you this week, Kelly?
Do you really want that answer?
Kelly and I have had a little bit of a rough week, but hey, we got through it together and we are here. And like I said, we got a great show planned for you. Kelly, let's see your cup of the week. It is her infamous Monster Book of Monsters, which she is teaching it right now this week in her mentorship group, which is linked below in the description. So if you want to learn how to make it, click on that link below. I went an entirely different route, but semi kind of related for my cup this week. It is in the Harry Potter realm.
Okay.
But I went mini this week.
I could have coordinated. Like we could have planned. I could have had the big one.
You could have. But I do have I have a big one that I need to make. But
are you going to do like a Big Betty one?
Yeah. You need to do a Big Betty one. But yeah, I want mini. I want a mini Luna one, which my lighting isn't the best.
So cute. I love the little tipsies. They're so fun.
I do too.
Like they've become quickly my favorite.
Me too.
Because I can still, like there's some ideas I've had I just couldn't execute before.
Yeah.
Because proportionally on like a big plum, it would be a cup like this huge.
Yeah.
So with a little tipsy, I mean, it's still huge, but
yeah,
I can actually do it.
Yeah. Well, like your rainbow one that you taught last month, like that would have been ginormous. And we do love our big cups, but sometimes it's
you gotta be able to turn it. That's the thing. It has to be able to go on a turner.
Yeah. It gets a little.
I've had some I barely got.
Yeah.
Remember the night bus? The clearance, I had like that much clearance with my old turner. It was like that much room underneath.
Yes. Is that the one that you have on your TikTok that you have a video?
I think so.
Like barely.
Yeah, barely.
Yep. Thanks for Dino's for coming in with.
I know. Now I don't have to.
Yeah, with the like steel arm too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love it. I love it so much.
That was a lifesaver. And then they named one after you, the Kelly.
That was your fault. It was the T-Rex, and then I custom ordered a 4-cup because I had bought 2 individual regular ones, and then I asked if they could make a 4-cup one, and so I posted it on their group after I got it, and Christina hops in the comments and goes, "I'm gonna call it the Kelly." Next thing I know, the image just changed. It changed on the website and everywhere. It just says the Kelly.
Yeah. That's how you know you made it, when a tumbler turner company changes the name of their product to the Kelly.
The Kelly. I love it.
That was so funny. That was awesome. So what do we have for everybody today? Do we want to start out with this thing?
We can try it. So Christine, there's this little trend of couples painting each other. We're going to try our own little version. This is Christina's idea because we're like our own little couple in a way. Yeah. We're besties. And so we're going to give it a try, and we're going to, I guess, try to draw each other in 10 minutes. Is that what we decided? 10 minutes?
Yeah. So let me see what time it is. Okay.
And I haven't tried to draw anything like that, like since high school probably. Like I did.
Well, I'm not a drawer. I don't draw, but you and your group, you're like, well, we're just gonna make this template, and you freehand it. And I'm like, I can't draw a straight line, and you're just like, here you go, and it's like a perfect shape, and I'm like, I'm gonna find that shape online and print it and cut it
I
out.
know there's so many where I'm like, okay, guys, like we're just gonna freehand this, but you could totally get a template off your Cricut and just cut that out. But I don't know why. I just like, to me, it seems like more work to find the template, have my Cricut cut it for me, and then do it. Where I'm like, otherwise, I'm like, yeah, we could just kind of,
no,
just
my
like
Cricut doesn't do it. I cut it out by hand because there's no way that the Cricut's gonna do it. I get out the scissors and old school cut it, but okay, so we will draw each other, and then we'll show you all our non-artistic skills, and Kelly will win this one.
Y'all are gonna try to say I cheated again, like in the blindfold sculpt off.
Oh man,
I could not see through that thing.
We still need to redo that.
We were gonna
do a redo, but we didn't have a host. We lost our host twice.
Twice in one day.
And it would not be a very good blind sculpt off to have no host, because we would be blind and we would be like, what's going on?
People would be commenting and saying stuff and we would have no clue.
Yeah, we would have no idea. So one day we'll do that again. But
that was fun. I guess we could always even do it on here. Because then there's no comments.
That's true. When if we've never thought about that?
Maybe.
We could. You could just set a timer. I feel like we could do that. We'll have to put a pin in that and think about that.
We'll put a pin in it.
Yes. Okay, so before we start drawing, though, we were going to talk some Tumbler talk, because we like to do some Tumbler talk every episode. What were we going to talk about? I can't remember.
I think of the fact
I know.
We don't know what to talk about. We don't know what to do. We are lost. Our creative funks.
Yes, that's what it was.
We are at a Tumblr loss in our lives right now.
We're in a little bit of a creative funk, both of us, which I would say most of the time. I'm going to start a timer first before we start talking.
Oh, are we drawing? Are we drawing and talking?
Start drawing.
Okay,
let's start. Okay, I'm going to start a timer. Okay. I would say most of the time, like creative funks, they happen. That's normal. I started the timer. Okay, that's normal. Everybody goes through them. And I will always say that breaks are necessary.
Yes.
Burnout happens. I mean, even in non-Tumblr worlds and stuff, that's normal. Mm-hmm. You got to take a break in anything you do.
That's why every job gives you vacation hours.
Exactly, and you should use those.
Everybody needs it. Yep.
But I don't know where this thought was going, but a lot of times
we're gonna get so distracted trying to draw and talk at the same time.
A lot of times, like when you and I go through creative funks or burnout, we don't go through them together.
No, it's always opposite.
Yes, and we kind of like cheerlead each other through them.
This is the first time we're both suffering. We're like, I didn't even think about that.
We are like doing it together, and we're both like, I don't want to do anything, and I'm like, me either.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't even realize that. This is the first time that it has been both of us.
Yes, it's really unusual for us.
Yep.
So, like, I would say in the past, when I go through these types of creative burnouts, the thing that I find the most helpful for me is I just don't put stress on myself. And I just don't do anything then. I'm just like, you know what? If I stress about it, it's going to make it worse.
Yeah.
But that's easy for me.
I was going to say, that's so much for me.
I don't have a group, and you have a group. And so you do have to stress about it. Yeah.
And that gets really hard because, even like just recently, which, some people know about, my family's kind of gone through some stuff with, my husband's father passing, and like he was in hospice and stuff for a bit, and so life here was getting pretty hard. Like it was rough. It was really, really rough over here for a minute, and I couldn't stop. Like I couldn't just take a break and just be like, you know what? I'm just gonna take a couple weeks to just focus on my family, and I'll see y'all later. I can't do that. Like, I
Right.
literally can't do that. And I, have to keep going, have to keep doing the things. But, it's still like all kind of threw me behind though, because I have literally no clue what we're making next month in my group.
Right.
Like, it still is kind of throwing a riff and everything. So I don't know.
Have you ever thought about having like a pre-recorded something for those types of times?
I haven't. That's a good idea. But it's also just the whole, why don't I do pre-recorded to begin with? Because pre-recording takes time. You have to make it,
but like,
and voiceover
but like
it.
have it, like have it so like work on it without a time frame, without a deadline.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That was just a thought I had.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like in your back pocket.
Right. I don't know, man.
You're like,
Well, but also it's like, well, sorry. One issue I've had with, your nose is way too small. One issue that I've had
my whole drawing is too small. So
one issue though I've had like for this upcoming month with like trying to come up with ideas and everything is all that is coming to me is Harry Potter. And we just did Harry Potter. So it's like I want to try to mix things up too. But it's all that's coming. Like it's hard. Like creative funks are always really difficult, but it's even harder when it's like you can't just organically come up with an idea. Like you have to go, okay, think, come up with something. Like it's not. That's hard because it doesn't just flow. Like the creative juices aren't just flowing for you.
Yeah.
Like it's forced. It's like forced art kind of in a way, and that's really really hard.
Yeah, forcing art is really difficult.
Mm-hmm. Especially if like you're just not in the right mindset, or
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, this
Well, and if
so
you have a deadline, a time frame.
Yeah, especially
too, that adds extra.
Oh my gosh, this is so bad.
Well, you haven't seen mine. So if you are watching,
it's a 10-minute thing for me. I'm like, I really have to go fast.
Oh shit, we have 4 minutes and 45 seconds.
Oh no!
You have one eyeball.
You have lips and hair and a head.
Well, yeah, you have hair and a head. So those of you watching, what do you do? And especially if you have a group, what do you do?
Yeah, I'm stuck.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. That tends to happen for me though, that like when the creative funks hit, the only thing I can come up with is Harry Potter. Like,
yeah, because it's your comfort.
Yeah, it is. It's like it's a comfort, happy place, and it's just an easy route for me to go, I guess. So
I mean, it's easy for me to say because I'm a Harry Potter fan, but like I'm gonna say, just do it, man. If that's what you can do, if that's what is coming to you, and that's just do it. And like another month, when you're not feeling that way,
right,
you'll think of something. But that's, like I said, that's easier for me to say. Look at the camera.
I'm looking at your Facebook profile picture.
Oh, you cheater.
Well, I knew you'd be looking down, and I didn't want to be like, look up. Because I'm a constant back and forth looking when I'm doing stuff. So I didn't want to do that to you.
That's
so I've
what
been
I should
looking at your
do.
Facebook.
Okay.
Oh, this eye is so not shaved right.
Let me bring up your profile.
We should have gone a longer time. But I guess that's the point, right? That's the point, is that you have to like be under pressure, move quick. It's not supposed to be good. Let's be honest. That's the whole point of this trend. They're not supposed to be good.
I don't know how to draw a freaking nose.
Your eyebrows are so light.
I have little eyebrows.
You do. I've never paid attention. Like I'm
And,
trying
like,
to create a shape, and I'm like, I can barely see them.
like, I don't pluck them. Well, like, I'll pluck, like, the 1 or 2 stray ones,
Mhm.
but I'm not a plucker. I just don't.
Girl, you should have seen my eyebrows back in the day.
When the thin ones were in.
Yes, the fact that I changed, like, I'm so glad I changed my ways at a younger age so that they could grow back.
See, back then, I didn't have to do anything to my eyebrows because that's just how my
Yeah.
eyebrows are. And now I'm like, "Ugh, my tiny little nothing eyebrow."
Well, my mom, like, she overplucked hers back in the day, you know, back in her youth, and they never grew back. And like she hates her eyebrows. Like she absolutely hates them. Like she knows she messed up, like, you know. And you know, so I was worried, like once I saw the light and tried to do better and have them grow out. I was really worried they weren't gonna grow back, but luckily they did. That eye is so sheet weird.
Oh, the F. I made your chin way too low.
Yeah, the proportions are just not going to be there on this. It's fine.
So how do you find that when you're in like a making funk that it translates to like social media and stuff?
Kind of. Yes and no. It can go one of two ways. So I either will do a lot of silly, funny stuff because it's almost like a therapy, like something
Mhm.
about doing the funny ones, like just makes me feel better. Or if I'm just like completely shutting down, then that's when you're not going to see much from me on socials.
Yeah.
So it can kind of go either way. But it's also like, if I'm not doing much on social because I'm kind of like going through it kind of thing, it's not even typically so much that I don't want to be on social or, you know, anything like that. It's more of like, I'm not working on anything, so I have no content.
Yeah.
Like I have nothing to post because I haven't been doing stuff, kind of a deal.
Okay, so that was 10 minutes. So finish
I was
up.
gonna say, I was just gonna pretend I didn't hear that timer. Oh my god, this is so. I mean, it could for 10 minutes. I guess it's not terrible. Like it could be a million times worse, I guess.
I feel like this is so
I don't know. Do we have to show them?
bad. Yeah.
Oh gosh, your hair
This looks
your hair looks
absolutely.
so. Oh my god, it looks so like stringy. Like
Oh, yours too.
it looks like it's been like over processed and it's just like there's nothing there.
Oh, yours too. This looks nothing like you too.
Oh my god, this is
Absolutely
so
nothing like you.
terrible. Okay, some of it I've kind of like smudged with my hands, so I'm just kind of hitting those spots back up real quick. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay, you're right.
Oh my god. Those lips, I wish my lips were that big. I've paid good money to try to get my lips that big, but it didn't last.
I was like trying to give you like a jawline, and I was like, nope.
I haven't like tried to sketch or draw a person in like 18 years, so
The
I'm
eyes are
okay
really
with
good.
it.
Look at the eyes I gave you.
This is fun. We should do this again.
Like shading and stuff. I did not. I'm just.
I mean, for 10 minutes and 18 years without doing this, I'd say that's pretty good.
That's pretty good. That's pretty
I'm
good.
pretty good.
That was pretty good.
So are
Oh
we
my
gonna
God.
exchange these when you come in June?
Maybe.
Bring
Oh
it
my
with you.
God.
I'll keep it. I'll keep it in my special little place. I'll put it on a cup for you. So you can see me always.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Yeah, guys, Christina's coming to see me in June.
Yes.
So excited.
I mean, up faster.
I know. We gotta start planning.
I know.
All the things we're gonna do.
Yes, we're gonna have lots of fun.
Mhm.
We're gonna make lots of. Speaking of social media, we're gonna make lots of fun videos and lots of fun things.
We'll do a podcast.
And it's gonna be fun.
Yes.
We're gonna have lots of fun. Okay, drawing. We did that. Okay. That was fun.
We do another trivia.
Yeah. We do. For sure. I didn't have any questions this time.
I'll get you next time so we can see all your funny faces.
Yeah.
When I watched all that back, I was like, what the heck?
I just watched it last night again because it was the best.
I didn't know that's what my thinking face looked like. Or that I had that many of them.
That was great. That was great too. And we just like impromptu did that. It was like,
I know.
That was the best.
We did. That was on the spot.
Okay. You want to do another game?
Sure.
All right. Okay. All right. This is Word Association Crafters Edition.
Okay.
So I'm going to say a word. It's all craft related. And then you tell me what you think of. And I'll tell you what I think of.
Okay. Or should we write them down?
Okay, we can do that.
Just for fun to see if we end up saying the same stuff, because we jinx a lot.
We do jinx a lot.
So that could be interesting.
Okay.
Go.
Tumbler.
I want to go straight to companies.
Put down the first thing you think of.
All right.
Ready?
Oh, I thought we just zoomed it. Okay. What you got?
Tipsy.
I put maker.
Okay. All right.
But that was the other one that's why I was like, I just want to put brand.
It's the first thing I think of.
Okay, first thing. Okay.
Okay, rhinestone.
I put bling.
I put sparkle. Close. Close. Okay. All right. Glitter.
Okay.
I put messy.
Yes! Right there. Mess.
Messy.
See, this is a good idea.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Epoxy.
Okay. So epoxy?
I put ugh.
So even though I know you probably meant epoxy as in EPO, I put sculpt as in epoxy sculpt. That was my first. That was the first word that came to my head. So
mica.
Well, that one was easy.
Mine is 2 words. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay, what's yours?
I mean powder. It's just the first thing that came to my head.
I said don't breathe.
Don't breathe.
That's what I always think of when I use it. Is like don't breathe.
Oh, because it makes like a whole dust bomb. Like every time I use it, it goes all over.
Don't breathe. Nobody breathe.
I've learned don't have cups turning nearby. It will travel over there. Yep.
Vinyl. I don't know if I spelled this right.
I'm not coming up with fun ones. My first words are so basic.
What would you put?
Patterned.
I put hoard because that's what I do. I just hoard it.
At first, I thought you said whore. I was like, well, there are some vinyl whores out there, I'm sure.
I feel like I am a vinyl whore because all I do is hoard it.
Same.
I'm like,
I don't come up with
that.
I know, I see them and they're so pretty and I get them and then I'm like, Kelly, you don't even make many cups with this kind of stuff. But I still see it and I want it.
I do. I make some, but then I'm like,
You do more than I do.
I don't want to cut it. I'm like, what if I mess it up? And I can't remember the last time that I've messed one up, but I'm still in my head. I'm like, I can't use it.
Last time I did was the last time I used it. So there you go.
And if I mess it up, I could just buy some more. So I don't know why.
Yeah.
I do that, but I do. Okay, clay.
Okay. Mine are boring. I said bake.
Sculpey.
At least you didn't throw a T in there.
I thought about it. I'm not gonna lie.
Which, just a little side thing, guys. There is no T in Sculpey.
No.
Sculpey.
Yeah, it is spelled this way. Sculpey. It's not sculpt-y.
Sculpey. We cringe every time we hear it.
Yes.
So if you work with clay, please say Sculpey, not Sculpt-y.
Yes.
Sculpt.
Yes. It's like nails to a chalkboard when somebody says it. I'm like, ah.
Or it's like, I seen that.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's all. The same thing happens in my brain when I hear Sculpt-y and I seen that. Same chemical brain reaction going on.
Yes, me too. 100%. 100% pet peeve of mine. Chunky. What to put.
Oh, what's the worst word that comes in here? Mine was a phrase or a sentence, but that's okay.
Ombre?
Okay. I put me last year.
I was trying to keep it craft related, Tumbler related.
Well, the only other answer is an obvious one, and that was literally what I was giving.
I make chunky glitter. Paintbrush.
Okay.
Wash.
Dirty. No, for my birthday this year, Christina sent me a bunch of paintbrushes to replace all my dirty, nasty ones, which you'll be proud of. All my dirty, gross ones that I've had still that I can't even use them. They're dried out, but they've been in my little cup. Threw them all out yesterday.
Good job. Did you clean your craft room yesterday?
I did. My desk is actually pretty clear. Ooh, look what I did.
Ooh. Nice.
Yeah. I finally started using that thing.
So now when you're like, where is this tool? Are you going to know?
Hopefully. That was kind of the point. So I'm not doing this. Yeah, so I'm not doing this in the middle of my life. Like, where is that? I just had that silicone chip. Where did it go? Every time.
Spoiler alert, she's still going to do that.
I'm still gonna probably I'll be like, and so I'll just be clanking through the like, where is that little one?
You're still gonna.
I'm still gonna.
Yep. Spray paint.
Okay.
Fumes.
I said, I wish. Because for those of you that don't know, you can't spray paint polymer clay. And that would make our lives a hell of a lot easier if we
So
could
much
give
easier.
our pieces a white base coat before we paint them.
Yes, it would be so much easier. Tell everybody why.
It'll be all sticky and it won't actually dry, and you
Yeah.
can't epoxy over that. Like, you can't do that. So
Yeah, it's
but
gross.
when I first started, and I started with epoxy sculpt, you can spray paint that. So that was something I always did. But I did know better going into polymer clay, but it was like I knew better, and so I'm doing the white base layer with acrylics. I'm like, this sucks. Like, like I really wanted to just grab. I'm like, but what if I did?
Don't do it.
I know, and I didn't, and I
Gummy
never
and
have.
gooey.
Nope.
It's gross. I did before
Yeah.
I knew better. And I was
Oh
like,
no.
why is this gross and sticky and gooey? And then I learned,
Oh,
and it was
it's
like,
so weird. Yeah,
oh,
that's so weird how it
that's
interacts like that.
why. Yeah,
Yep. So I wish.
chemicals. Okay, last one.
Okay.
Sculpey.
But
No,
not
let's do a different one.
Sculpey.
Let's do a different one. Let's do a different
Okay.
one. Let's do a different one. Let's do alcohol ink.
Okay.
Swirl.
Actually put Jen.
Oh, yeah. Jen's Crafted Gems.
Yes, for Jen's Crafted Gems. I got a bunch of her inks, and
I do have a bunch of hers too.
yeah. I don't know if she's still selling any of them anymore. I know she's
I
kind of
know.
clearing out stock, but
Yeah.
I
Her inks
loved her
were,
inks. Like, they're so
yeah,
freaking pigmented.
they were my favorite too because they were so pigmented. It was so nice how pigmented
Yeah.
they were. They
So
were
that
they
was
were
just first thought.
they were the most pigmented inks you could
Yeah.
get. It
Yep.
was so nice. They were so nice.
Yep, I love them.
Yeah. Me too. Well, that was fun. That was a little crafter word association. Maybe we'll do that again sometime. It's fun to play a little game.
That
So
was fun.
if you have watched some of our earlier episodes, we did a little thing called Am I the Asshole? Small business / crafter edition. So we have another one of those for you this time. So let me pull that up.
And this one's coming from Reddit, but if you guys ever want to submit your own stories, we'll have our email links below, and it's completely anonymous. We will not tell a soul it was you, so completely anonymous. If you have your own stories you want to submit.
Okay. Am I the asshole? I have this group of friends, and within it, a smaller, more closer group of friends. Within the extended group is a seamstress. I don't really know her very well, but a few of my close friends do. My sister's wedding is coming up, and just yesterday at a party, one of my friends asked me how the prep is going. I was telling her about all the work we have and how I recently got all of my clothes and they are currently being fitted in. So I have to have a dress trying on party of sorts with my friends. They are not coming to the wedding because it's in another city. Well, the seamstress heard and was immediately very offended. She asked me why I didn't give her the clothes to alter. Now, let me make it clear I do not like her work. She has an Instagram page where she posts her best work, and even that is sort of shabby. But I've spoken to several of our friends who are very dissatisfied with her work. They've complained about things like how she's unprofessional, charges an insane amount, gives ill fitting clothes, and refuses to change them and doesn't deliver on time. To elaborate on these complaints, she refuses to treat my friends like customers and wouldn't take their inputs while talking about the dress they wanted. She refuses to talk business at random times times of the day while still remaining active on the group chats because she wants to be a friend, not a worker. She gave one of my friends her dress so late that the event she needed it for had passed already, and so much more. Basically, I did not want to do business with her, but even more so because these are wedding clothes and I am the sister of the bride, so my outfits are also very complicated. I did not want to embarrass her or throw any of my friends under the bus, though, so I just politely told her that I try to do business with my friends or I try not to do business with my friends as it might sour relationships. This apparently was not the right thing to say because she flipped out, calling me a bitch and spoiled and unsupportive, and that I should want to give my friends more money than I would give. Wait. Calling me a bitch and spoiled and unsupportive, and that I should want to give my friends more money than I would give otherwise. I'm not a pushover, and I do not like it when people yell at me, especially when I couldn't care less about them. So I told her that maybe if she was good at her job, she wouldn't have to go around begging her friends. This argument basically went on for a few more minutes till others stepped in.
That's so savage.
Yeah.
I love it.
I wasn't mad about it, nor did I feel bad. However, today I woke up to a message from my brother. He is dating the seamstress's sister and obviously was told about this discussion. He texted
Oh
me
my
this
gosh.
long message basically saying he is very disappointed in me for how I acted, especially knowing how I was putting him in a tough spot now that he has to defend me in front of his girlfriend, and he would rather not get into all this. His message wasn't angry, just genuinely hurt, and now I feel very bad, but at the same time, I don't feel like I need to apologize or anything. Am I the asshole?
Not the asshole.
I don't know. Kelly, you
It's
better.
like the girl basically proved exactly why she shouldn't do business with her. Like, if that's
Yeah,
how you react to things and then you drag
right.
other people into stuff, like separating like business and pleasure and all that, like I completely understand. And that's obviously not even what she was trying to do. She just
Mhm.
didn't want her to do it because she's bad at her job, kind of
Right,
thing, you know?
right.
But still, like, you have to respect if that's how somebody wants to operate, that they don't want to go through friends and they don't want to go through family, because if it's not what you want, they don't want those kind of things, they don't want there to be problems or relationship issues. And the girl just created it in that moment. Like, she literally
Right.
just proved why business and
Why?
pleasure is not something to mix with. Exactly. She
Exactly.
just dragged her sister's boyfriend into it.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly. She totally proved her point, even though it wasn't the real reason why, she just proved that
right,
point. But yeah,
right.
yeah, exactly, exactly. I'm like, she sounds very entitled. She sounds like a
Yeah,
very entitled business owner. Like,
right.
if you decide to buy something from me, I feel very honored that you would
Hmm.
wanna that you would wanna spend your money on something that I made, or, if I was a seamstress, that I would alter your clothes, like,
Hmm.
that you would spend your money on me or whatever. But I would never expect you to do
Yeah,
that. I would
yeah.
never expect you to buy anything from me ever.
No, and it doesn't even sound like they're that close.
Yeah.
Like,
It
she
just
pretty much said it's like there's this group of friends, but it's not like they're besties,
yeah, it sounds like she's like
you
an
know?
an outlier of that group.
Right. It's just like an associated kind of thing.
Right.
Now, the only thing that she said that I was kind of like, I don't agree with you there, was there was something about Messenger, and like that she refuses to talk business at certain times of the day, but would talk in their group chats or something. It's, as small business owners, that's something I think a lot of people expect of us, is to always answer at any hour, any day, any time. Like Saturday at 2 o'clock, you should be able to answer me. No, no, that's a weekend. Like,
Mhm.
so depending on what she meant by all that, I don't know if I agree so much there. Because if that girl is just
Yeah.
setting up some boundaries of like, hey, it's 8 o'clock at night, I'm not going to talk about this right now, but I'll talk about the party this weekend, that's fully acceptable. That is fully
Yeah.
acceptable.
Yeah.
But other than
Especially
that, no.
if it's established, like, if you said,
Right.
if you say like, I'm happy to answer business questions here in this chat, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
not going to answer them outside of business hours, which I
Right.
feel like good for her for setting that boundary if that's what she did.
Yeah.
Because I feel like in a group chat, like that would be really hard to do. Like that would be a really easy place for those lines to blur.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, and like honestly, I even kind of I didn't go through it, but like I have a friend who is a seamstress. Like she has her own business altering wedding dresses. And when I got married, I bought a $99 dress on clearance with the plan to totally redo it. And that was inspired by her wedding because that's what she did. She bought a $99 David's bridal clearance dress, redid the whole thing, and it was gorgeous. And so I was like, I want to do what she did because I'll save money. I'll be able to like barely spend anything on a dress and I can make it exactly how I want it. And so here, you know, I have very minimal sewing skills, and she helped me a little. Like I had her size it for, like help me size it, and I paid her for that, but that was it. And she knew I was doing everything else on my own with little experience after the fact, and she was not offended at all. Like she understood that it was to save money and that, you know, things like that. Now of course it's kind of different because I'm saying I'm going through myself and not a different person, but you know, but still she would not have been upset if I had David's bridal do something for me instead of her or whatever. She wouldn't have been offended by that. You know, you can't you're not entitled to your friends and family's business.
Exactly.
No, you're not entitled to that. It's their choice.
Exactly.
Like you said, it should feel like an honor that they wanted to do it through you, kind of thing.
Exactly. That's how I feel too. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Too.
It can get messy with friends and family. Like if you've ever had a custom order from a friend or family member, like you probably dealt with it because like it can get messy. They expect a discount or, you know, like just from the other perspective of the business owner kind of thing. That, you know, here she's upset she's not getting this girl's business, but maybe you should be happy because sometimes that goes the other way too when you mix business together, you know?
Right. Oh yeah, we've definitely heard stories from people, you know, where it's like, you know, my family member or whatever won't pay me or something, you know,
And
like
it's like
that.
their aunt, like, taking full advantage of their own family.
Right.
Or can I get a discount? And like,
family
no,
discount. Like, well,
it's like you should be the one that wants to support me the most if you're my friend or my family. You should want to pay the full
I
price
still
and
have to do
support
the
me.
same amount of work.
Right.
My cost is still the same, and I still have to do the same amount of work. No, you don't get a discount.
No, my parents pay full price. They've never asked for anything otherwise.
Yeah, no, I've never had family members ask for a discount before either.
Nope.
Thankfully. So I think it'd be really awkward too.
Yeah. Yep. I don't think I've ever had anyone like just outright ask. I've had strangers outright ask, which I'm like,
I don't think
do you do wholesale? I'm like, huh?
Nope. I do homemade.
Right? There you go. I don't do wholesale. I do homemade.
I do homemade. Yeah. Nope. I don't think that person's the asshole.
Not at all.
Yeah.
I can't believe she outed her in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Like, just throws a like, oh.
And got the boyfriend/brother involved too. Like,
I feel like I need the red flag guy. Have you seen him on TikTok? I love him. Where's the red flag guy? Like running by? Like that is not someone to do business with. They're gonna throw a fit in the middle of a party because you didn't hire them, and they drag other people into the drama. Like, yeah, no, she made a smart choice, clearly.
Right. Yeah. Nope.
Not the asshole. That's our verdict. Not the asshole.
Nope. That was a good one. Yeah. If you have any Am I the Asshole stories, send them our way. Even if they're not Tumblr related, you know? Just like this one was.
Business, crafting, social media.
Yeah. We'll have more. All right. This was fun. Wrap it up for us, Kelly.
Are we done?
Fun episode.
It went too fast.
It did go fast.
It did go fast.
Because we have fun.
My jam. All right, guys. Well, thank you all for joining us for this week's episode. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the little bell, all the things. We have our TikTok and Instagram at Two Girls Big Cup, so be sure to follow us there. And we will see you guys next time.
Yes. Bye,
Cheers.
everybody. Cheers.
What's your baby cup?
That looks so ridiculous. It's with a tiny cup.